So I used to play a toy ukulele to an audience of people who were going through cancer treatment, their family and friends. It was a part of a community that I volunteered in regularly, and we really had a good time singing to everybody and reading poetry and whatnot. So I came back to volunteer one day, and there was a present left for me by one of our members, and it was this amazing baritone ukulele, and it was left by a man named No Sweat. Everybody just called him No Sweat. And this guy like always had a harmonica like strapped to him when we were doing the coffee shop performances. And if it, like the time was right, he would definitely jump in and start just like jamming out, and it definitely sounded really good, like he knew what he was doing. So he like gave me this baritone ukulele, and he like wrote this really sweet note with it, and he asked if I would be his pen pal, and he was like, I really want you to like learn how to play this and come back and play it. So of course I had to. I came back, and every time we could perform, I was performing with my baritone ukulele from then on out. And I really, really enjoyed bonding with this instrument. It gave me a lot of confidence, and it gave me something to do, and it was like much easier than, oh, my alien guy. It was much easier than than a guitar, because my hands are kind of small and I couldn't really reach all the way on a guitar. So the baritone ukulele was like definitely my friend. So fast forward, I had like a song I like wanted to perform, and I was gonna like dedicate it to this old dude John, because he was like super rad and he gave me this baritone ukulele, and like he wasn't there. Like we were like all waiting for him, and he was like always there, and we were like, where the heck is this guy? So like we waited, we pushed, my like set was supposed to be at the beginning, and we pushed it to the end of the set, and he showed up like in a hospital gown, like with the stuff attached to his arm, like he was like, he like broke out of the hospital. Like, I don't know if he drove there. I don't really remember how he got there. But like, I just remember seeing him come in the door, and I was like, what the heck? And like, he literally was like this cool, crazy old man that broke out of the hospital to come see some girl play some baritone ukulele, and it was badass. So, yeah, so like John, obviously, in the hospital, he wasn't doing well. And some time fast forwarded, and I called him by his name, John. See, that's funny, because I didn't know him as John until I got a phone call, and it was from like one of his family members, and they were like, is this Madison? We have, something from this person. And I was like, John who? I'm sorry, I don't know who that is. And they were like, well, you might know him by No Sweat. Oh, yeah, I know who No Sweat is, from Gilda's Club for sure. Well, we're sorry to inform you that No Sweat has passed. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Obviously, it was a family member calling. I sent my condolences and whatnot. But they were like, we actually called to let you know that he left something for you in his will. So, like, I barely knew this dude. Like, I was, like, performing and, like, singing. But, like, we really didn't get to know each other very well. I never really gave him a whole lot of my time, unfortunately. But, he, like, left me a lot of stuff. Like, his family asked me to come by with my mom and bring a car with extra room in it. So we did. And he literally left me, like, almost all of his instruments and his musical equipment. It was like guitars, recording equipment, pianos, chords, whatever. There was a couple of like really cool instruments that he picked out, and he like set aside for other people, and it was kind of cool. It was like all laid out down there in the basement. You could see who got everything, and I felt so honored to have been chosen to like receive something so special. Like, he left his music with me forever. So I play my baritone ukulele in honor of No Sweat. And No Sweat was the kind of man who, even though he was battling cancer, would break out of a hospital to come watch a girl play her ukulele. And It's the kind of person we should all be. No sweat.